June 26, 2024. That is tomorrow. If you're watching this right away, congrats for you. And if you're watching this later on, you will know that this will be one of the biggest airdrops, if not the biggest airdrop day of the entire year. I've been saying it all year long that I think Blast and the Blast Airdrop is the #1 best airdrop to get into out of all of them. And if you have been part of our group so far, you would have seen all 30 of these airdrops part of your airdrop allocation this year. We are at $20,429. That is what I've gotten the value as of day one. But as you can see right now, the next one up is Blast. And this is the only one besides Wormhole that's ranked 9 out of 10 so far. And even Wormhole should have probably been an 8, to be honest with you. Blast is significantly bigger than Wormhole in my opinion. So this is tomorrow. And if you want to get access to the spreadsheet, you go to matscrypto.com, you join our private membership group. We have a Discord where we talk about all this stuff. We're actually gonna have a live call during the airdrop tomorrow while that's happening. I'm gonna be talking to all the people on our group, but I wanted to just do a quick, pretty much unfiltered video today talking about the journey of Blast and talking about what the predictions are for tomorrow and how to claim it. So if you are watching this before it happens, tomorrow should be monumental. If you're watching it after the fact, again, it's already happened, but there is supposed to be a Blast Season 2. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, definitely do that because we will be farming the rest of the seasons for Blast. It is going to be tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern. So for us on the Pacific West Coast, it will be at 7 a.m. I will be up early tomorrow. We will be doing that community private membership call at matscrypto.com around 6:30 a.m. That'll start. So Blast is one of the fastest growing dApps out there. It's certainly one of the fastest growing L2s. Besides Base, it is probably the only other one that's growing at this rapid of a rate. You can see right here, it's done quite well over its first 100 days in history. It is the 6th largest on-chain economy globally, and it's barely even a third of a year old since it launched its mainnet. So it's very young compared to a lot of these other behemoths out here. Base is obviously also pretty young at a year old, but all these other ones, Solana, Ethereum, Arbitrum, and BNB are all 3 to 4 years or longer. So this is a relatively new ecosystem, and it's doing so well compared to other ones so fast. And part of that is because of the airdrop, but it also is growing every single day, right? As we get closer to TGE, this thing just keeps exploding upward, which is all great news. The TVL has been higher, the user fees are going higher, the user interactions, the daily active users, everything is going on the incline as we get closer to TGE. Now we'll see what happens after TGE. The truth is all of the data that they're putting out about Blast is really strong. Like it's hard to deny that it is one of the top L2s and it hasn't even had its token launch yet. You can see right here, Blast has a bunch of native dApps. Obviously, some cool ones like Fantasy Top that we've played so far. There's all kinds of really cool dApps that have launched. YOLO Games is another one that's really addicting on Blast, and they are Blast native. I just don't see that currently, at least ones that I know of so fondly and so strongly of on other chains like ZK Sync that have been heavily farmed as well. And then obviously the Blast community is what makes Blast so great. So let's go and check it out. Punk9509 has put out a bunch of different estimates on what gold will be worth. And even though he had to lower it this morning from $7.71 down to $7.60, and it might even be lower than that between the 650 and 770 range because of the different math going on here, we're unsure how much gold actually exists. I've seen estimates anywhere from 77 million all the way up to 83 million. So anywhere in that ballpark is reasonable. And then obviously the main thing now that we know that we are getting 7% gold, 7% points, which is really good news. That is a much bigger size of the airdrop going towards Blast farmers than we may have predicted early on. 7% is great news for us who have farmed this airdrop so far. The only thing we need to know now is really what's going to be the valuation on launch, right? Even if the gold's a little bit more than this and it's a little more diluted, you can drop this number down a bit like he did from $7.71 to $7.60. But the Blast valuation, the full diluted value, the market cap value on launch is what really matters. And he did a poll actually, and you can see right here that most people think it's going to be less than $5 billion valuation. So if that does happen, then obviously these estimates, this number right here will come down quite a bit. He's got an 8.5 guess as his estimation for the market cap. I think we're going to see somewhere between 4 and 5 billion. That's my guess. So let's just cut this right in half and say it's half of this, roughly $3.60 up to $4.50 is my best guess estimate for it. Obviously, Punk is a bit more bullish than I am, but I do think somewhere around the $4 mark per gold is what we're going to see. So if you want to figure out what your allocation could be worth, you just take the amount of gold you have and you multiply that by whatever number you think it's going to be worth. My number is $4. That's my best guess. It's my honest guess. Obviously, I hope it's more than that. If you take Punk's number, just say it's $6, $7, something like that. If you take a bear case, say it's $2. So if you have 1,000 gold, you multiply it by my $4 guess, that's $4,000 worth of gold. And then every 100,590 points you have, you can equate that to 1 gold. So if you had, let's say, 1,000,000 points, you'd have roughly 10 gold worth of points. So you could add that gold to your total gold count and then again multiply by 4. That's how you can get a rough estimate of what your airdrop might be worth. Now, these are all theoretical numbers. Do not take these to the bank. We have no idea what this thing's going to launch at. If it launches tomorrow at $1 billion fully diluted, then obviously these numbers are way higher than what it would actually be. The pre-market for Blast right now puts it at somewhere between a $3 and $4 gold price, which is somewhere along the lines of what I think will actually be. But we'll find out tomorrow when this happens. Now, one more thing I should note before we head out is that this is supposed to be an airdrop, a true airdrop, meaning that they're going to drop these tokens into your wallet for you at 10 a.m. Eastern. You do not have to claim anything tomorrow. So do not click on links to claim. There's going to be a lot of phishing sites out there, I guarantee. So please be careful. Don't go and claim anything. Don't go and click anything unless something changes, at which point I will tweet about it. Make sure you follow me at Matt'sCryptoX if you want to get all the latest and greatest info on what's going on with Blast. But I have seen no indication that there's going to be any kind of claim tomorrow, so you will not need to do anything. You literally show up at 10 a.m. Eastern, whatever time that is for you, and they should be airdropping all of your Blast tokens right into the wallet that you farmed with tomorrow. And at that point, we can go and see what we want to do. But again, that's going to be for my private membership group only at mattscrypto.com. We'll be having that private call and talking about what I'm going to do. Here's to tomorrow, June 26, 2024, hoping we all cook and blast off into the hopefully really hot summer for crypto into the end of the year. I think it's going to heat up quite a bit from where we've been in the last couple of weeks. It's been a little bit ugly, but this could be really good, I think, to kick off that next run. So good luck, and we'll see you guys all next time for more farming in season 2.